Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Yeah, another week we've gone by, and hopefully you guys are all staying safe and healthy, continuing to take care of yourselves, continuing to take care of each other. Um, Heading into the weekend, I just wanted to share a quote that I'm sure you guys have heard before, and maybe it's a little cliche, but it seems to be resonating with me a little bit more these days. So it's don't count the days, make the days count, right? And it's easy. It's easy to be like, oh gosh, how long has it been? Or how much longer do we have? Or when is this going to be over? And that's not a bad thought to have. I'm not saying you're wrong. I definitely have those thoughts. Wednesday comes around and I'm like, wait, is it Friday yet? But what this quote means to me and what it tries to remind me of is that regardless of what it looks like, every day is a gift and every day is an opportunity for us. And we have the chance to make the most of it every single time we wake up in the morning. And it could be something as simple as tuning into these videos or, finally having time to sit down and eat breakfast with your family or whoever's at home. Maybe it's a phone call that you've been meaning to make for a long time and now you have the time. For me, the thing that I've been trying to do every day is if the weather's nice enough, which it currently still is, then I try to eat outside, out on our front porch. If the sun's out, I can sit right on the stoop and just enjoy a little bit of sunshine, enjoy the nice weather, as well as get the opportunity to see some of the neighbors that I've lived next to for 3 years and never knew they were here. So you just never know what the day's going to bring. And I encourage you guys to keep trying to make the most of it, even though it's a little tough these days. And hey, maybe making your day count is getting in an extra nap or giving yourself a little you time. We didn't have a lot of that before, and now it seems like we have nothing but time. So I'd love to know what you guys are doing to make your days count, how you're making them a little extra special, or how you're yourselves during this time. So yeah, feel free to share. I'd love to hear from you guys. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. But we'll go ahead, we'll get started with the stretches, and then we'll tune into some mindfulness and some breath work. And yeah, we'll get going with this Friday. So come on and join in, guys. Make sure this is all set up. All right. And it is still warm enough today that I do not have to wear my slippers. My feet were actually getting quite warm in them, which normally doesn't happen. I'm a cold-footed human, apparently, if that's a thing. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. So sit up nice and tall. Have your feet flat on the floor, knees bent, hips are heavy on the ground. Feel a grounding and rooting sensation through the lower half of your body. And then try to feel your spine lengthening and getting a little bit lighter. Relax the shoulders down the back, and then draw the top of your head up towards the ceiling. Good. And as always, we'll start with 3 deep breaths. So I invite you to close your eyes here. And then we'll inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let it go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Good, nice job, you guys. So we will get started with our legs, our lower extremities. So go ahead and as best as you can, straighten them out in front of you. And then we're just gonna start by pointing and flexing our feet here. So toes draw away from the body and then they draw back towards the body, away and towards. And so just keep moving as the breath continues to flow. waking up the body, getting the blood moving, waking up the energy. And as always, if you're unable to see physical motion in one or more of your limbs, that's okay. Go ahead, close the eyes, and see if you can watch as the body energetically moves. Good, a few more just like that at your own pace. And as you're ready, go ahead and keep those legs straight out in front of you, but draw your toes back in towards your face so that your feet are flexed up towards the body. Take a deep breath in, feel the spine lengthen. And then as you exhale, reach those fingertips down towards your toe tips. And maybe they don't reach, that's okay. Maybe you're reaching towards your shins or even just your knees. Wherever you're at in your body in this position, that's okay. Just be right there. Feel into the sensation. Try to keep the spine long and lifted here, allowing the breath to move softly in and softly out. And just begin to notice what it feels like in the body. Notice any sensations you feel in the calves or the hamstrings. Just bringing your awareness to the back sides of the legs. Good. Take another deep breath in here. And then exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead and bend the knees again. Feet come flat to the floor. And now we're going to give our hip adductor muscles a stretch. So just the inside of the thighs here. You want to draw your knees in opposite directions. If you're able to, you can use your hands or your forearms to add a little extra pressure, add a little leverage, or you can just use the muscles of the legs to draw the knees in opposite directions. And again, just continue to move the breath here. Try to relax the shoulders. Let go of any tension in the jaw. Maybe you notice some holding in your face muscles. Try to soften. And just feel into your body. Feel into the breath. Giving yourself the opportunity to just be here in this moment. Making this time count, making this day count. Good. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Draw your knees back together. Nice job. So we'll come back to our starting position. Feet flat, hips heavy, spine long and lifted. Let's take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Nice job, everyone. So now we're going to move into the back sides of our hips here. Again, sitting up nice and tall. Take a breath in as you lengthen the spine. And we'll start with the right leg by drawing that knee up into the torso, up into the chest. And again, lengthening with every inhale. And then as you exhale, maybe gently squeezing that leg in tighter, or you have the option of also crossing it over your opposite leg, just changing the angle of the stretch here. Noticing what you feel in the back side of the right hip. And then also noticing maybe where you can release any extra tension, let go of any other holding in the body. And just continue to keep the breath moving, slow and steady. Good. Take one more deep breath in here. Sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, slowly release that leg down. Let it all go. Nice job. So we'll switch sides. Inhale once more. Sit up tall. Lengthen the spine. And then we'll come over to the left leg and draw that into the torso, into the chest. Expanding and lengthening with the breath in. And then with the breath out, maybe squeezing that stretch a little tighter, maybe crossing it over the opposite leg. And Just noticing what sensations you feel on the back side of that left hip. There's no right or wrong, no need to label or judge. Just simply be aware and keep the breath moving. Good. Take one more deep breath in here. And exhale, slowly release the leg down. Good. Let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. So now we'll go ahead and move into the spine. So again, coming to our starting position, feet flat, hips heavy, lower half of the body grounding. Take a deep breath in as you sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. And depending on the chair that you have, maybe grabbing the back, maybe grabbing the side, wherever feels good for you to get a little bit more leverage, a little stability. And just allowing yourself to lengthen with the breath in, creating a little space. And then as you exhale, maybe deepening the twist, moving into the space created. Perhaps the gaze comes over the right shoulder. And just continue to ease into this stretch, trying to let go just a little bit with every exhale. Good. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly return towards center. Let it all go. Nice job, you guys. We'll switch sides. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twisting over to the left here. And again, maybe grabbing a hold of the chair, maybe grabbing the side of the leg, wherever feels good so that you can feel stable, feel steady. And then maybe deepen your twist a little bit more using the leverage. Good. Inhaling as you lengthen the spine, create some space. And then exhale, maybe moving into that space, deepening the stretch. You have the option of bringing the gaze over the left shoulder. And just feeling into this posture, feeling into your body right in this moment. Good. Take one more deep breath in, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, slowly come back through center. Good. Let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. So keeping your feet right where they're at, we're now going to round our spine forward, bringing our hands down towards our toes. And again, this is the part where I always have to have my head lifted just a little bit to keep giving you verbal cues. But if you're able, allow your body to round all the way forward. Let the top of your head melt down towards the floor. If you feel any restriction or any discomfort, just come up a little bit, lengthen the spine, back off. And you'll still feel a good opening in the back side of the spine. Noticing a stretch in the lower back, the lumbar spine. Maybe it moves up into the thoracic area, right at the rib cage. And just paying attention to what you sense, what you feel. Keeping the breath moving, slow and steady. Good. Take one more deep breath in here. And exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Good. And just give yourself a minute here. Let the blood pressure restabilize. Let everything settle down after being upside down. Allow the spine to come back in line and just take a breath in and a breath out. Nice job, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and open up the front side of our body now. So a couple options here. You can start by just squeezing your shoulder blades. That will right away open up the front side of your chest. If you have a chair with a lower back, you can lean over the top of the chair. I'm going to push my shoulders just into the top right here. I have a little higher back, and then you also have the option of opening the arms out to either side. And just gently opening up the front of the body here, allowing gravity to kind of draw your body backwards as your front body opens up. Abdominal muscles, pec muscles, and the tissues around the throat. The gaze is lifted gently. Try not to force your head back too far. You want to make sure that blood flow and airflow doesn't get restricted here. And just keep breathing. Watching as the chest rises and falls with every inhale and every exhale. Letting the muscles all along the front of the body slowly stretch away from themselves. And just softening with every breath out. Good. Take one more deep inhale here. And exhale slowly. Come on back up to seated. Good, you guys. All right, so spine's done, lower extremities are done. Now we'll move into our arms and upper extremities. So we'll start by doing flexion of the arms here. And so just depending on your body, you might actually feel it in the arm, might feel it in the armpit. It's also a good place to maybe get a little side stretch of the body here. So whatever feels best in your body, I invite you to do that. I'm going to guide you off by gripping the hands here, intertwining the fingers. So if you have the option to do that, if your body allows it, that will just give you a little bit more motion, a little bit more range in the hands and the fingers. If you need another option, you can kind of cup the hands here, give yourself that grip option. You can always take the option of grabbing the opposite hand, using one arm to assist the other. Or if you need to, you can also just use or raise one arm at a time. Either way is perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and continue to guide with intertwined fingers here. So again, we'll start with our hips heavy, lower half of the body grounding down to the floor, grounding down into the chair. And then as you inhale, reach those fingertips up and over in the direction of the ceiling, but maybe they don't get there, and that's okay. Maybe you're right here at about shoulder level. Maybe just getting this grip here with your fingertips is where all your effort goes today. That's okay too. Wherever you're at, just keep breathing. Feel into sensation. And just notice what's going on in the body. Try to keep the breath moving slow and steady. If it feels good, maybe you lift your hands a little higher. Taking a deep breath in, reach a little higher, maybe even a little higher. Wherever it feels good for you, reach one more time. And then slowly, slowly, slowly bring those hands back on down and just release. Good. Take an inhale to reset. Exhale, let it go. All right, nice job. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to the side here. Still don't have a table in this room. That's okay. If you have a table, if you have a flat surface, go ahead and place your hands right on top and then slide your fingers across. And all this is doing is guiding a little bit of motion in the shoulder blades. So if you want to feel the difference, first I recommend squeezing the shoulder blades together and then pull the shoulder blades away from another. And that'll move them kind of out and up and around the rib cage. Good. If you don't have a table, you can do what I'm doing, which is pretending, and just sliding your hands along that imaginary flat surface. You can also take the option of gripping your hands here if one needs a little guidance. Or again, maybe clasping the wrist. You have the same options as we did with the flexion from before. And again, just feeling a little motion here in the shoulder blades. Maybe rounding the back will help a little bit. Wherever you're at, just keep breathing. Maybe you feel a softening in the armpits or the shoulders. Just continue to let the breath move here. Take another inhale, maybe reach those fingertips a little further, and then exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Good. Now we'll go ahead and turn back towards center. Go ahead and take another breath to reset if you need. Exhale, let it go. And now we will get into the back side of our shoulders here. So go ahead, take an inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, reach your right arm directly across, reaching in the opposite direction. And this is option number one. Maybe you just reach and stretch away from the body, crossing midline. Option number two, you can go ahead and grab a hold of that other shoulder. And if it feels good, give it a gentle tug, and that should just give a little more traction and opening on the right side of the shoulder. And then option number three, you can use your free hand here to apply a little extra pressure, just drawing that arm across the body, maybe a little deeper if it feels good. If there's any pain, if there's any discomfort, just back off. Make sure wherever you're at is comfortable. The breath can continue to move. Try to let go of any extra tension with the out breath. Good. Take one more inhale here. Sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, slowly release. Let it go. Good. We'll switch sides. So now the left arm comes up and across. Maybe just reaching in the opposite direction. Drawing the muscles and the bones away from midline. Option number two, you can grab a hold of that opposite shoulder. Again, giving it a gentle tug, noting what sensations arise here on the back side of the left shoulder this time. And then option number three, you can use this hand to gently draw the arm into a little deeper of a stretch. Just applying a little overpressure here. Keeping the breath smooth and steady. Backing off if there's any pain or any discomfort. Good. Take one more deep breath in as you sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, slowly release that arm down. Let it all go. All right, shoulder rolls, my favorite part. Draw your shoulders up to your ears. And then let them back down again. Up to the ears and back down. And that's just one option. Maybe you rotate the neck a little bit in here. Maybe the shoulders roll the opposite direction. Maybe you roll one at a time, alternating. Whatever feels good, just letting go of any extra tension, any extra holding. Feeling into your body right now and just doing what feels best. Good, nice job, you guys. When you're done with that, go ahead and come back towards center. And again, we'll find our beginning position. So feet are flat, hips stay heavy. Feel your low belly gently pull in. This is just going to stabilize the spine here. Feel your spine as it lengthens. Shoulders relax down, and then top of the head reaches up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, slowly drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. And just begin to allow yourself to let go. If it feels good, go ahead and close your eyes or soften the gaze. Letting gravity draw the weight of the head over towards the right. As you notice, watching and feeling the muscles on the left side of the neck gently stretch away from themselves. Softly opening up here. Good, and just letting go of any extra holding or tension, maybe in the jaw, maybe the forehead. Take another deep breath in here, and exhale, slowly come back towards center. Good. Once again, we'll sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in. And exhale as you slowly drop the left ear this time down to the left shoulder. Once again, softening the gaze or closing your eyes if that feels good. Allowing the muscles on the right side of the neck to slowly soften, slowly open up. As you just let gravity gently draw the weight of the head over towards the left, moving away from the right shoulder. Keep the breath moving slow and steady, giving yourself the opportunity just to let go, even if only for a moment. Good. Take one more deep breath in here. And then exhale, slowly begin to drop your chin down towards your chest. And just begin to make small circles with the head and the neck. Watching and feeling as the stretch moves through all corners of the cervical spine. Moving a little slower than you think you should. And just feeling into every part of the neck. When you're ready, switch directions. Evening out the rotation. Just noticing what feels different. Maybe noticing what's the same. No right or wrong. Just watching into your own body, feeling into your own body. Good, and when you're ready, come on back up to seated. Once again, bringing the spine in line here. Lower half of the body rooting down into the chair, into the floor. Feeling your spine get long and lifted, shoulders relaxed, top of the head reaches towards the ceiling. And we'll finish just as we started with 3 deep breaths. I invite you, as always, to close your eyes, bring the gaze inward. Inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Good, and just allow your breath to return to normal. Let go of any holding, let go of any patterns. Just give yourself a moment to feel into your body. Notice what sensations arise. And when you're ready, softly blink the eyes back open. Come on back into the room or the space that you're in. And that ends our stretches. So thank you guys so much for joining for that. I'll go ahead and get set up for the mindfulness. Hold tight and we'll get started with that in just a moment. All right, you guys. Oh, and good morning, Don. How are you? Thank you for the message. It's always so good to know that you guys are out there, and I know I've said it a million times, but I'm going to keep saying it. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that we're able to stay connected and stay tuned in with one another. And I really appreciate any feedback you guys have, or just saying, hey, letting me know that you're out there, saying what's up. Makes my day. So thank you. All right, so we'll go ahead and get this set up here. All right. So we will be continuing today with the body scan that we've been doing all week. And as always, no expectations. There's no right or wrong to this. If it feels good for you, that's awesome. If you're having a little trouble with it, that's okay. It's a practice and you always have the chance to come back into it. So no expectations, no right or wrong. As always, I will guide you through this. So all I ask is that you find a comfortable seat and try to relax as best as you can. I will give you verbal guidance into it throughout and then at the end as well. And the only thing that I ask that you do is try to, again, relax and then bring your attention to the different parts of the body that I'm guiding you to. So wherever you are, go ahead and take a nice, comfortable seat. You can be seated. You can be lying down if that's safe and comfortable for you. Just wherever you're at, try to soften, try to let go. Notice if you're holding any tension in the jaw. And just take a few breaths here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. A few more just like that. Inhale and exhale. If you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze and try to bring your sight inward. Using your mind's eye, your internal gaze, just allow yourself to see yourself as you are in this moment, from head to toe. Just viewing your physical form from the inside out. Take a soft breath here. Exhale, let it go. One more, just like that. Soft breath in. And a soft breath out. When you're ready, bring your attention down to your feet. And just start to notice what they feel like. What sensations do you notice? Do you feel touch? Do you feel pressure? Maybe temperature? Are you wearing socks or shoes? Maybe you're barefoot. Noticing what the sole of your foot feels like on the surface below. And just try to wrap your awareness around the foot as a whole. Feeling the bottom of the foot, all around the heel, to the top of the foot, and in and around each of your toes. Simply notice. Notice what sensation is there, or maybe not there. When you're ready, draw that awareness out of your feet, crossing over the ankles, moving into the lower portion of the leg. Noticing the shin on the front of the leg, the calf muscles on the back. Perhaps you bring your attention to the sides of the leg, where those bones meet the muscles. Maybe you feel the touch of your pant legs on your leg. And just being aware of what that feels like. Maybe there's a difference from left to right or front to back. Simply just notice. Continue to move the awareness up the leg, crossing over the knees, feeling the back of the knees, and into your thighs as a whole. Feeling sensations on the top, on the bottom, on the sides. Maybe there's a difference from left to right. Maybe you can feel the pressure of your pant legs. This time it's a little different. Maybe it's a little tighter. Maybe it's a little looser. What does the surface below your thighs feel like? Can you feel the texture of the chair, the ground beneath you? just notice. Notice what you sense. Notice what you feel. When you're ready, move that attention, move that awareness up into the hips, into your pelvic bowl, all the way up to your hip bones, just below the belly button. What do you feel? Can you feel your sits bones rooting into the chair beneath you? Maybe there's pressure on your glute muscles. Maybe the waistband of your pants sits a little tighter. What do the muscles and the tissues feel like right around the hip joints? Can you feel into the capsules? Can you feel into the base of the pelvic bowl? What sensations are there? Maybe noticing what sensations aren't there. And then for a moment, feel into your lower half of the body as a whole. Bring your awareness from the tops of your hip bones down past the joints, into the thighs, crossing the knees, rushing through the shins and the calves, crossing the ankles, into your feet and out the toes. What do you feel? What do you notice? No need to judge it. No need to even label it. Just sense. When you're ready, draw your awareness back into the body, into midline, coming into your torso. Feeling into your low belly, your low back. Moving your awareness up, crossing into the rib cage. Feeling the back of your shoulder blades. Wrapping around to the front to your chest bone and your collarbones. What do you notice? What can you feel in your torso? Maybe there's rumblings in your stomach. Maybe you watch as the whole torso expands with breath, forward, backwards, and side to side. Just noticing the sensations of the body as it reacts to the environment around it. Feeling the weight of your torso as it sits heavy on top of the hips. Solid, sturdy, acting as the foundation for the rest of your body. As you're ready, drawing the awareness out of the torso into the arms, starting at the shoulder capsules, Feeling down through the upper half of your arm bone. Noticing what they feel like. As they hang from the connection point at the torso. Are they heavy? Do they feel light? Do they feel nothing at all? Just notice. Notice what the top half of your arm feels like in this moment. Drawing that awareness down your arms, crossing the elbow joint, both in the front and the back. Moving the awareness into the forearms, front and back. Maybe you feel temperature here. Maybe you feel the touch of your shirt or the temperature of the air. Continue to draw the awareness down into the wrists, into the hands, feeling both the top of the hands and the palms of the hands, all the way down into the fingertips. Maybe there's internal sensations here. Maybe there's no sensations. No right or wrong. Just observing. Perhaps your hands are resting on your lap. What sensations do you feel in your palms as they sit on the surface of your legs? And now again, viewing and feeling the extremities as a whole. With your mind's eye, draw your awareness from your fingertips through the hands, crossing the wrists, past the forearms, over the elbow joints, up into the upper arm bones, and back through the shoulders. Noticing what your arms feel like as a whole in this moment. And when you're ready, drawing that awareness up and out of the arm bones, back in towards midline. Bringing your attention into the neck and the upper shoulders. Noticing what sensations you feel in the traps, the front of the neck, back of the neck, and the sides of the neck. Feeling from the tips of the shoulder blades all the way up to the base of the skull. Wrapping your awareness around all sides of the neck. And bringing that awareness to the inside of your neck as well. Maybe noticing any sensations as the breath passes in and out. Maybe you notice any swallowing sensations. Just feeling into the neck, feeling into the tops of the shoulders. drawing that awareness up and out of the neck as it moves into and around the skull. With your mind's eye, drawing your attention to the jaw, the muscles of the mouth, nose, eyes, up through the forehead, crossing over the hairline and coming to the top of your skull. Bringing that same awareness now to the sides of your head, starting just below the ears, wrapping around the temples, moving up all the way once again to the crown of your head. Completing the wrapping of awareness, starting at the base of your skull, just at the occipital bone, moving your attention up and over that small hump in your skull, washing over the back of your head as it moves through the hair all the way up. Once again, meeting at the very top of the skull. Your head engulfed in awareness, washing all over from the very base all the way up to the crown. Feeling in your head as it sits in space in this moment. Noticing the weight of it. Noticing sensations felt on the skin. Maybe notice what thoughts are going on inside the brain. Simply just trying to feel into this physical form. As you're ready, once more, taking the attention to your body as a whole, washing awareness from the top of your head, down into the neck, past the shoulders, out the fingertips, down the torso, into the legs, all the way down into the feet and out the toes. Seeing and feeling your body as one whole unit, one whole being. Many different parts, but all connected. And when you're ready, take a breath into that being as a whole. Exhale, letting the breath go. As you breathe in, watch as the air travels through all parts of the body, filling the torso, moving down the limbs, out the fingertips, out the toe tips, up to the top of the head. Watching as the entire body expands with air. And then as you exhale, softens and letting go. A few more just like that. Continue to pull the breath in, watching as your whole body expands. And then again as one unit, watch as it softens. One more, just like that. Breathe into your entire being. And exhale, let it go. And then as you're ready, just allow the breath to come back to normal. Letting go of any attention, any focus. Just giving yourself the time and the space to feel into your body as you are in this moment. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. When you are ready, at your own pace, softly blink the eyes open. Come on back into the space that you're in. And no need to rush anything. Just give yourself a minute here. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to be. As always, thank you guys so much for joining and being a part of this. I appreciate the fact that you guys are giving yourselves the time and space that you need. And sometimes that's all there is to it. You know, talking about trying to make the days count, make the moments count. This counts. Tuning into your own body, tuning into your breath, and just allowing yourself the mental reset that we all need. Whether we're still busy working, whether we're out there helping others, or maybe we're just inside helping ourselves, that's okay. Give yourself that break, give yourself that time, and that's what counts. That's what makes it count. So couldn't be more grateful for you guys. I continue to appreciate this and love doing this every single day. I hope you have a very restful and wonderful weekend. Maybe snow on Sunday, so try to stay warm, stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you guys again. Continue to take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Thank you guys.